WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here, often tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Not really sure how rare, how exotic. Loch Lomond, 14-year-old. Spiced apple and soft smoke, non-chilled filtered, excellent. 46%, excellent. Where's the natural color mention? No. Even on the video about this that they just put out, no mention of that. Now, I'm confused. Spiced apple, I understand. Soft smoke, I don't understand with Loch Lomond. Yes, they do make peated whiskeys, but it doesn't say peat. It says smoke. So, when I smell it, let's pour a little bit in the glass. This is, by the way, Whiskybase 231041. And this is, according to our nice little yearbook here, this is the 5th revision of the design in the last 10 years. So I go over here to Loch Lomond, and it says here, the distillery was well made, but in the past year, oh, this is from the year before, actually. Where's this year book? All right, that's a different one. Oh, there it is. I put it down here. All right, so Jason and his too many books here. It says here, all right, Loch Lomond is such a brand with the latest changes in the packaging as recent as spring 2022. So if a brand revamps their range with new expressions and or new designs of bottles and labels 5 times over a 10-year period, one would be tempted to say they were desperately struggling for survival. But don't jump to conclusions. There's nothing desperate about Loch Lomond. All right, so now they can produce up to 5 million liters. Most of that, by the way, is going to be on their grain. So they do have 2 column stills for grain. They have, this is what's interesting here about Loch Lomond. Just go online, just type in Loch Lomond stills. You'll actually see that they have straight neck stills. Usually a pot still will look like on the as we know, right? So a little bit like an onion. That'd be the typical pot still, but they actually have the straight, is what they call that, straight neck. So Loch Lomond 14-year-old single malt uses whiskeys from our unique straight neck pot still aged in American oak casks. Now, if I go to the website here, which I thought was very, very interesting, it says here, so what do we have this here? I read this here. Let's see here. Loch Lomond 14-year-old single is crafted using spirit from our unique straight neck stills before being aged in 3 varieties of American oak casks. So I just kind of thought about that. What are the different varieties of American oak casks? So virgin, first fill, rejuvenated. Now, if I go to the video, there's actually the master distiller, no, master blender, I guess what his name is going to be. There is no description here. So do we have a picture of the guy here? So, nope. No blending of the names here. So there is a video with one of the brand ambassadors here from Loch Lomond. He's tasting exactly this one. And he does mention it's 14 years of age and it's natural. It's non-chill. He says 14 years of age, non-chill filtered. It's almost like they cut off when he wanted to say, and natural color. And they didn't. So he didn't say that. So that's what a shame here. And so this is very unique about that. So they have different styles of different stills. I will be doing a Loch Lomond tasting in July or August here on my channel in German with the German brand ambassador, and we'll be talking about the different types of stills that they have there. So that is very, very unique what they're doing there. What am I going to compare it to? Just because I have this, just because this was my calibration whiskey, I'm going to use the Glenlivet licensed dram, 46%. Also no mention here of natural color. That's so light, it's going to probably be. So why just write it on the bottle? Come on. So I think that would be, you're writing non-chilled filtered, why don't you just write natural color as well? Here, all right, so pushing this over a little bit so we get a little bit more centered here. Now, this was about 40 euros. This is about 50 euros. All right, Loch Lomond 14 over here. The old bottle used to be between 45 and 50. Now we're between 50 and 55. So inflation, it's a bummer. That's the way it is. All right, so you can see that, in my opinion, the Glenlivet licensed dram has a little bit more coloring added to it. So on the nose, there's nothing like peated smoke. There is a little bit of barrel char I'm getting. So when they talk about here are spiced apple and soft smoke, I think they're talking about barrel char. I think they took some of the rejuvenated casks and just used those as well. This is much softer. This has more of a citrus moment. This has more of a caramel moment. This has more vanilla. This has a little bit more of that barrel char, apple, lemon is what I'm getting. Now, going back to the official tasting notes here, I have on the nose, I should get coconut. Don't get any of that. I guess I might be coconut and banana blind. Green, apple and pear, cinnamon, clove spice, and lemon. Definitely agree. Now, let's try this and let's see what happens. There is a creaminess. Non-chilled filtered, excellent. The Limousin oak I like, but it somehow dissipates fairly quickly. And after that, I have a blast of wood. Wood spice, which I'm not very, in this case, not particularly fond of. This is a whiskey for me. Some whiskeys are very subtle, almost timid. I sometimes like to use my volume knob to, so 10, and if it's actually above that, it's just too much. And so this offers me a lot of flavor, 7 to 8, all right, from maximum 10. And yet the entire time I'm sitting here going, I'm not really sure if I want those flavors. I don't want the astringent, citrus, peel, oak, bitterness that I'm getting here. There's this one little pocket of like 3 seconds where I go, oh, that's nice, and then it dissipates. Officially, I should be getting sweet toffee, vanilla fudge, grapefruit. What's grapefruit doing in there? That's that sour moment I don't like. Citrus, pineapple, toasted oak. So I have the feeling. Now, Loch Lomond is doing fantastic things. They're experimenting with different yeasts. There are different bottlings with their different pot stills. They use 100% malted barley and some of their grains that they're making because, hey, to be a single malt in Scotland, you have to be made on a pot still and you have to be 100% malted barley. So if I take 100% malted barley and make it on a column still, which would still be considered in Germany, I'm thinking about Ireland, definitely America, it would still be a single malt. All right, but no, in Scotland it has to be a pot still to be a single malt. And so Loch Lomond make a 100% malted barley on a column still, and for many people it's excellent. And so they're doing very, very nice things. And I think the straight neck pot still does give that grapefruit, citrus, pineapple moment. And I do think the so-called sweet toffee, fudge, and definitely the roasted oak absolutely comes from those casks. So if we have virgin oak in there, maybe. If we have reused oak, yes. If we have rejuvenated oak, definitely. And that's where that soft smoke is barrel char smoke. It's not peat. All right. So everywhere I read, it's just unpeated barley used here. So no peat at all. I'm going to dilute it down a little bit, see if I can tame the 46% of the flavor, and then just briefly go over here and give it my grade. Okay, So the citrus, the bitterness, and the Limousin oak goodness. That's almost like a lime sherbet moment. Lemon meringue. Let's go for lemon meringue moment going on here in here. Very, very nice, but not fabulous. Mm. Mm. It is a flavor bomb. The flavors are very intense, and yet I'm not really sure if those are the flavors I want. Even the Limousin oak, the French Limousin oak, is just, it's there. It's not dominant, but it's prominent. And I really can't say that this is for my liking. C minus. Value for money, 50, 52 euros, C minus. Now it gives me almost everything I want. It tells me the distillery, tells me the age, tells me 46%, tells me non-chilled filtered. I'm missing the natural color. It tells me 3 different type of oak casks. American oak cask, give me more information. It tells me the Limousin French oak cask. It does not tell me how long the finish is. Those are some of the little tiny, tiny improvements that Loch Lomond could give. All the other information is here on the back. Well done. Beautiful box here. Even the bottle is nice. Very, very nice there. Since 1814. Distilled, matured, and bottled in Scotland. So what does it say here? Aged to perfection in specially selected oak, American oak casks. That's not even true, because it's French Limousin cask that it's finished in. So can you really say aged to perfection in American oak? Am I just being too nitpicky? All right, non-chilled filtered, very good product of Scotland. Otherwise, I like it. So I'm just not fond of these flavors. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, I need to go over the Glenlivet 12 real quick, the licensed dram. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If I had the choice between the two of these, I would definitely go for the Glenlivet. I'm not a great fan of this either, but it does taste like Glenlivet on, I use the word sometimes on steroids, just a little bit bigger, a little bit better, a little bit bolder, a little bit more power there with 46%. It's good for 40 euros. I can't complain either. So that's that. Question of the day, what is your favorite Loch Lomond product? Somewhere buried deep over in my shelf, I actually have the bottle that Roy Aquavitae released together with Loch Lomond with his special yeast. I'm going to have to pull that bottle out one day, do a review on it, share it with people here in Germany so we can actually taste that, because he, about a year ago, was ranting and raving, and I just bought so many bottles I never got around to doing the video or sharing the bottles. Thank you very much for watching, liking, subscribing, and telling others. See you soon. Whiskey Jason. Bye-bye.